Racewalk Planet Television. We're here at the USA Masters 20-kilometer Racewalk Championship, and we are with Rachel Seaman. Rachel competes for Canada, and she had a really great race today. Tell us about your race today, Rachel.
Yeah, I came here really not trying to do anything in particular. I really didn't taper for this race at all. The last 2 weeks I did 140 kilometers and I did a really hard workout on Tuesday, so I really was just coming here just to do another second hard workout of the week, and I felt great. It was just perfect conditions and I knew I was ready for a breakthrough race, and today just everything was perfect. The course is really fast here and the weather was absolutely perfect, and I had a great training partner, like a teammate, and Chris Tegmar helping me through the race, and it was just absolutely perfect.
So tell us actually about your time and what you did with your time.
Yeah, every 5K was faster, and I said to you when you were biking beside us that we went through 10K in 47:32, and I said to Chris, oh, I just have to negative split by 12 seconds and I'm going to get the Canadian record, and I really wasn't going for it. I really just wasn't expecting it, and it was just, amazing.
And so you did break the Canadian record?
Yeah, I broke the Canadian record by 20 seconds, and it's an 11-year-old record, so yeah, thrilling.
And as you said, it was more of a workout, more of a tempo type of workout for you.
Yeah, I really was just coming in here with no pressure. I didn't tell anybody I was racing. I was just coming here with no expectations, and so I was thinking about it as a workout all week. So this way I really had no pressure on myself, and everything really just came together, and yeah, I just negative split every 5K, and it just was perfect.
So what does that qualify you for, and what does that mean for later on in the season?
Unfortunately for Canada, it doesn't really mean much. I walked 137 at the 50K championships, and that basically means the same thing as walking 134.30 for Canada, because since I went to the 2009 World Championships with the B standard, that means that I have to walk the A standard if I want to ever go to a World Championships or an Olympic Games again. So I still have a minute to knock off my time if I want to try to make the team this year, but I'm fine with keeping this as my PB for the year, and then go for the minute faster for next year. So for this year it doesn't really mean much, but it's for teams, but it means a lot for me, and obviously to have improved by almost 3 minutes so far this year.
So it helps to have that whole training group that you guys have down there in San Diego. Tell us a little bit about your training group down there in San Diego.
Yeah, it's amazing having different people to train with. It makes all the difference, and I don't really have anybody to train with myself, but I mean, just having Tim and Andreas and Tyler and Nicolette there to even just start our workouts with makes a really big difference. It really pushes us through it.
So are you doing Pan Am Cup?
I won't be going to Pan Am Cup. I really enjoy those meets, but I think that it was a better decision for me because I had to pay my own way in Canada. And so I decided that my money's kind of better spent going to Europe. So I'm going to Europe in 2 weeks for 2 races.
Okay, and then that's the next question. What is the remainder of your season going to be for 2011?
So I go to Europe in 2 weeks, and I'll race my first race in Czech Republic in Podobrady on April 9th, 20K there, and then 3 weeks later I'll do another 20K on May 1st in Italy. And then I'll probably come back, and if I'm feeling okay, I'll maybe do the 15K Nationals here in California, and then after that maybe I won't do another race till my Nationals in June.
So still a pretty packed season coming up for you, and well, we want to thank you for being on the show, and we want to thank you just to congratulate you on your incredible performance today. I mean, you look really strong throughout the whole entire race.
Thank you so much. It was perfect, like I said. It was just perfect.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to Racewalk Planet Television, and we have with us two-time Olympian Tim Seaman, who has just completed the USA Masters 20-kilometer championships in a really fantastic time. Tim, tell us about your race today.
Yeah, it was a good race. We started off pretty smart, and I just got progressively faster as we went along, which was the goal. I didn't want to start off too fast and then crash. I wanted to make sure that I got progressively faster, and in the second half was about 45 seconds faster than the first half, so I was really excited about that.
Now, you actually showed me your splits, and you were incredibly consistent. When you're out there actually doing that, do you feel the consistency that you're going, or are you double checking on your watch, or you just know by feel that you're going the same pace every loop?
Yeah, for this loop, I mean, it's 1,051 meters, so there's no alternate splits. There's no intermediaries, intermediary splits. So you just have to feel it. And that's definitely one thing that, like, Jefferson Perez taught me. He said, one of the things you have to do is you have to be able to feel the pace. You can't just rely on the watch, because if something goes wrong with the watch, it's your body that ultimately tells you how fast to go. And it was the same thing, for example, with Rachel's race today. I said, just go and walk, have fun. And yeah, I mean, it was good. I mean, I was really happy with the way my splits were, and especially happy with hers.
And you did have a great race. So in terms of your training and in terms of the Olympic trials and the bigger overall picture, where does this race fit into your plans?
Yeah, I think the race fits in pretty well for this time of the year. This is my fastest time in almost 20 months, so almost 2 years, my fastest time. So I'm pretty excited about that, and it wasn't that hard. I worked hard for one lap, which is the last lap, just to make sure I dipped under 129, and otherwise it was just very, very steady, very, very easy. It was like a tempo day.
So it was the what fastest time now in the nation for this year?
For this year, it's the third fastest time in the country this year. Trevor has a 127, Patrick has a 127, and then I have a 128.55, I think.
Well, so how do you feel about that? I mean, does that really bolster you and say, oh, wow, this is good, this is a good performance for me, and it makes you look forward to training harder?
Yeah, I mean, after the 50K, I was pretty disappointed, and I trained pretty hard for that, but I made some mistakes in the training, and I think that with the amount of training I've done since then, I think this shows that with just a little bit of work, I'm not necessarily a 50K guy, because I don't really want to do the 50K. But I think I shouldn't be necessarily counted out at 20K.
Exactly, because you look so smooth today, and I kind of rode my bike alongside for a little bit. You look great and incredible. So tell us what's in the future for you. I know you guys are planning to go to Europe, and if you could kind of outline the rest of the remainder of your 2011 season.
Unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm not going to be going to Europe. Rachel is going.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going because of my commitments with Cuyamaca College. I'm head women's track and field coach at Cuyamaca College, which I'm very, very excited about. I love my job. My athletes are awesome. And so I won't be able to go to Europe. But next up for me, I'm going to do the US 15K Championships in Riverside, California on May 15th. And then I'm going to be doing the 20K Nationals. And then we'll sort of regroup and see how things go. And then we'll make a decision for the fall. How we attack the 50K, or if we attack the 50K.
I love that. Attack the 50K. Attack of the 50K. It sounds like a horror movie. So, okay, you have this great training group down there in San Diego. You guys are it seems like you're getting more people also into your training stable. Tell us how that's all working out.
It's working out great. I mean, Tyler and Nicolette Sorensen have moved down to Southern California now, and they're going to be a great asset to the team. With Rachel there, Andreas Gustafsson is there. We train almost every day together, Andreas and I, and so it's really, really good. And then with the college kids I'm coaching, 2 of them qualified for Olympic trials today. That's a big, big improvement. Katie had a 6-7 minute PR at 20K. It was just a real good day. So the team is forming up pretty good. Trevor's a little injured right now. Tyler's a little injured. These things do happen when you put in such volume of training, but they should be back soon.
Okay, great. Well, we want to congratulate you on your race that you had today, and you look Wonderful. Before we do move on, sorry, folks. Tell us about Rachel's race. I mean, she broke the Canadian record.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really low-key day. I wanted to not put any sort of pressure on her.
Okay.
So the goal was just go and walk. Well, how fast am I going to walk? Around 5 minutes a lap. You know, that's around 4:48 per K, and just see how you feel. And so I think her 5K splits were 23:49, 23:42, 23:34, 23:24.
Wow.
So each 5K progressively faster. As a coach, I couldn't have asked for anything better. She knows the philosophy of training, and she did everything exactly like I wanted. So it was really good. She walked 1:34:30. I think that's about a 2-minute 45-second PR, and she looked great. I mean, when I saw her, I was really, really excited. And it was great that her and Chris were able to walk together. They're around the same pace. I think it was a little easier for Chris, but it's his first 20K in 2 years, so I'm just excited he's coming back.
Well, congratulations on your athletes. Congratulations on your race that you had today, and we wish you the best of luck in the remainder of the season, Tim.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Take care. Welcome back to Racewalk Planet Television. We're with Katie Burnett, and Katie competed in the 20 kilometer of the USA Masters 20 kilometer Championships. Tell us about your race today, Katie.
Well, my race went really well today. I felt really good. It didn't feel too difficult, and I mean that was good because I didn't have anyone to walk with, so it was nice to be able to walk so easy and not have to push myself to try to make anything. And the weather was beautiful, and that helped, of course.
Now, you had a 7-minute PR, and that's a pretty big jump. Tell us about the effort that it took today. Did it feel like you were really pushing super hard during the whole race to get that PR, or did it seem fairly easy today?
It actually felt pretty easy, but my training compared to the last time I did 20K last summer has been much more consistent, which really helped. And I was really confident going into it. It didn't get hard until the last 5K, which is pretty normal though for a 20K. But yeah, I mean, I definitely had to work a little hard and stuff, but not too difficult.
Well, here's the interesting thing: is you just came off of NAIA. Tell us about the difference between racing such a short distance, 3,000, to going to a 20K.
Well, you have a little bit more give in the 20K for sure, because I definitely started out a bit too slow, but I knew I could recover from that, whereas in a 3K, you just have to go, and just hope that you can hang on for as fast as you can for that short amount of time. But it's a big difference.
Well, actually, tell us a little bit about your race at NAIAs, because you've been pretty consistent for the last few years there at NAIA, and then you ended up in second place. Were you happy with your race, or tell us about how that race went?
Well, I wasn't too thrilled with how I did, but I mean, I can't really complain. It was a PR, 14:22. I really would have liked to have won. Hopefully an outdoor, but it's a 5K, so that's a bit different. I don't know. I think I could have raced a little better, but I still worked hard. I still felt tired after the race, but I felt like I could have kept going.
Okay. Well, you qualified for the Olympic trials. Are you excited about that?
I'm very excited about that. I'm really thrilled. That was the goal today, and I got that goal by quite a bit. So that's.
And as you said, you did it walking pretty much on your own, which is pretty difficult to do. But what an achievement! Congratulations! And so, what's up next on your calendar? Get ready for NAIA Outdoors.
Yep, I think I'll have probably a few 5K races outdoor on the track coming up in the next month. But other than that, nothing big.
Well, tell us what after NAIA Outdoors, then what are you going to do?
Well, then after NAIA Outdoors, I'll be getting ready for the USATF Outdoors for the 20K.
Okay. Wow, how exciting. You must be very happy with how your season is going. Now tell us about your training with Coach Tim and all the talented athletes that he has. How's that going?
My training's been going really well. I feel really confident following Tim's schedule, and I love our team. Our team is really good, and you can see a lot of success from everyone, and it's really encouraging. And I feel like I can have faith in my training program, and I know that if I keep working at it, that I can improve my times. But I also make sure I keep in contact with him because I live so far away
Right.
and I'm by myself. But it's going really well, I think.
So what are you going to do after college? Are you going to go into a postdoctorate program or a master's program or anything like that? Or are you going to start to work? Or and the reason why I'm asking is how is that going to affect your training as you get ready for the Olympic trials?
Well, right now it's really up in the air. I actually have student teaching in the fall, but I might someday go into a graduate program of some sorts. But I actually am planning, after I get done student teaching, I'm planning on full-time training for 2012. I might work, but it'd only be part-time because I really want to focus on that and see how well I can do.
Now, have you considered moving out here to San Diego?
I am starting to now, but I'll have to see. I'm at least going to probably have to train in the winter here a little bit because Iowa winters are pretty difficult to train in. But have to see how things go.
Well, we want to thank you for being on the show, and just want to tell you congratulations on your great race that you had today, and wish you the best in the future.
Thank you very much for having me here.
All right, you're welcome, Katie.